Hello, YouTube Wise. FIFA here, coming at you today on Sunday with a new series, Sunday Half and Half. Really excited to bring this to you. Going to be building a hybrid, little tidy hybrid every week, and then just use this series as a recap of the week, maybe Foot Champion recap, and then an outlook and some current event topics. So this one is going to be covering the team of the year market crash. Is there going to be one? Should you buy? Should you sell? And how should you invest? And then I really wanted to just try out that Azpilicueta at center back with that 81 pace. So you're going to see some gameplay with that, and then that Timo Werner is a god in the background. And then towards the end of the video, I'm going to do a little live look-in on the web app, just some recap so you can see what as I'm talking about. So what is the team of the year market crash? This hype that's getting published all over Twitter, and there's a bunch of topics on it on YouTube and then on Reddit. So the team of the year market crash this year, this time every year for the past like 5 FIFAs, EA release 11 players that are really high rated, royal blue, really nice cards that are considered their best players from the previous year. A lot of good players. There's definitely going to be like a Ronaldo and a Messi in there. Some great options in the back line. I'm pretty sure Neuer's already confirmed too. And these players are going to be really high 90 over like 90 plus players, and they're going to be worth a lot of coins. And so because of that, people are going to be spending a lot on packs, both consoles, whatnot, to get these players. And so people are going to be also offloading players because they believe that this crash is going to affect their values, or they just want to get these a lot of these coins to then open packs to try to get these new blue cards. Usually what happens around this time of the year is you have a market crash and a bunch of players' prices all decline, so you can pick up players for really cheap that you want, or you can do some investing, which is picking up these players cheap and then selling them off in the next couple of months when their prices inevitably rise. And so you can see that a lot of players' prices over the boards are experiencing some dips in price, but that's natural. But this year, FIFA 17 has brought in a couple of things such as the weekend league and the squad builder challenges that have really affected players' prices, and I've really enjoyed that. They brought a real revitalization to the game, and then some volatility, which is always nice for people making profit. So this week you can see how the squad builder challenges have affected. Usually there's already a couple market crashes before this, Black Friday, Christmas, whatnot, but they have been mild compared to the past. And really what it is that these squad builder challenges that EA release have been a tool for them to keep players' values for 83, 84 overalls plus high, so that you need to exchange these high rated players for really desirable packs or another players. So that means that they keep their value, so they haven't declined as much. So you can, and then the weekend league, you want to play with the most competitive players that are usually the highest rated players, and then therefore their prices have also stayed high. And there's also been some ebb and flows in their players' prices because of the weekend league, but I'll cover that in a later video. But just real quick before I get into the live look-in on the web app, 83 and 84 overall players, you can see that now people are already investing in those, and their already prices are really high. So, I mean, I might be weary of that unless you can pick up 83 players for less than 1.5 or 84 for that. I don't think it's worth it, but let's get to that live look-in. So guys, as you can see, we are on the web app. We're on my web app, and just so you see, I have a bunch of these packs in the top corner. That's from the squad builder challenges. I'm going to save those for the team of the years just so that we can have a little discussion, and maybe I can pull one, and that'd just be great for the club. But we're going to go into the transfer market. I'm going to show you guys some 83 overall players that are worth a lot of money. We're going to go in and see Borja Valero. These players' prices were from like discard a week ago, but now you can't pick one up for less than like 1.8, and that just goes to show that the market this year, these are people trying to hedge their bets. And let's go to Xabi Alonso, another player that, if honestly, if you invested in a lot of in him before they originally released these team of the week guaranteed packs, he was going for like discard as well. I remember I had one of him because he's my favorite player, and you could see there's not one for less than 4,000. I mean, I'm about to show you the buy now, but these players' prices, this is ridiculous. This is something that's been included in the team of the season or team of the year market crash. So that's why team of the year is going to be really profit for people, because you can open these packs and try to get these high blue new players. But at the same time, if you're getting 83 or 84 overalls in your pack, you're making 3 to 4K a player, and that's a really solid investment. Now I'm going to show you guys the real thing that people have been using to talk about a barometer for the players market. Is there a market crash or whatnot? Is these legend prices. I know I've been looking at Zola because I thought about buying him, and Zola was going for 380, 390 last week, right? But right here you can see that there's ones that aren't even selling for 345. There was one, I saw one on open bid earlier today. I wonder if I still have it in the trade pile. Yeah, there it is. That, oh, he went for 345, but I had one earlier on this market that went for 320 open bid. That's a great price for them. But at the same time, I do expect Legends prices to continue to drop a little bit. You know that you see Bateson or the economists looking at talking about Roberto Carlos and George Best and all these high rated legends or useful legends being less than, like, look at that, 675,000 or less. I mean, that's because with these new team of the year hype, those players' prices are going to go down because there's going to be more of them on the market than there has been in the past, or because people sell those high rated players because they want that 700,000 coins to be able to open a lot of packs in hopes for those Messis, Ronaldos, Neuers, big time players in the midfield and whatnot. So you want to be wary of that. So if you want to get a legend, I recommend next week around the attackers. I think those will come out on like Thursday and Friday. That's when you should look to buy those, or the weekend if they do that thing where they release all of the team of the year again. Wait till then and then try to look at those players' prices, because that's going to be a good time to invest, because in the next week, 2 weeks, that's when those players' prices are going to start to rise a little bit again, and then you'll be able to make a lot of coins if that's how you like to invest in high value. So the thing is, with these low value informs, these are good things to invest in, because if they do release like a squad builder challenge where you get like a guaranteed inform from the week that could be a team of the year, maybe something like that, those players are going to be needed for that. And the thing is, those players' prices will also go up because of that. So because they're necessary, the demand for them is going to go up, so their prices are going to go up. Just a little basic principle. And the thing is, if you invest in those players now, if they do release a squad builder challenge like that, there's not going to be a single Yunus Mali for less than like 18,000, and I guarantee you there's going to be some up right now. There's a slew of them now, and the thing is, if you're able to pick these up for lower than that, the Bundesliga is a good league. You want to look for players in the Bundesliga, the Serie A, or like Ligue 1, where you have high-rated players that people will be able to use for these squad builder challenges that they need, and then low-rated informs like this, because if the squad builder challenge needs an inform, there will not be one like low-rated inform for less than 20k. Players' prices, though, have been dropping, and the thing is, the market crash, the market just goes down throughout FIFA at this time anyways, just because that's the natural progression of what the market is. I can go into more depth about that. That's a little bit more complex later. But the thing is, the market crash is not bad for FIFA. If you want to be able to, if you want to sell your players now, go ahead. But the thing is, there will always be room to trade, so don't get discouraged by that, and you'll be able to use this time to pick up some players that you might not have been able to play with before, and that makes FIFA fun. So I'm not too worried about a market crash. I mean, that is because I have a lot of coins, and I don't have a lot of coins invested in the team that I have. But this is always a good time for FIFA, and I think EA are going to let this market crash a little bit because they want to have more people play with these high-rated players. That gives more people satisfaction when they play in this game, and then more people want to come back to FIFA and they enjoy it. And it makes weekend league competitive play and whatnot more fun as well. I know that I'm going to be looking forward to some opportunities in the market during the team of the year market crash. So a little brief recap, I think that there's definitely going to be a dip in price. It's not going to be the market crashes of old where it's drastic. There's going to be a little bit of dip in price in those high rated players like 85 and above. Their prices are going to go down by probably like 5k at the most, and then inform prices are going to fluctuate, and then legends prices are definitely going to dip by maybe 20% just because there's a lot of those legends that are going to be on the scene. So if you're looking to invest in some legends, I think next week around midweek is the best time to buy. And if you're looking for some high-rated informs, look into that. Just make sure that you're weary of that, because I will cover another one next week about winter upgrade investments. That will be the next topic. But let the market crash happen, guys. I mean, it's not a big deal. If you can then buy these players for more, for lower, like these high-rated players for less, there, finally got it out. It's going to be a good thing because it makes FIFA fun. So let the market crash happen. Invest in your low-rated informs now. The 83 and 84 market already oversaturated. You're not going to be able to get good deals in that. But just look out for some low-rated informs and some deals on the high-rated players that open bid that people aren't going to be concerned about, because they're going to be more concerned about selling than buying. So next week is going to be a good buy week. But most importantly, like and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think of this new series. Any advice or suggestions is always appreciated in the comment section below. But most importantly, stay wise.